much bigger issue Friday morning. Tomorrow morning should be okay. Tonight is fine. It's still pretty mild. It's 27. The breeze out of the northwest now at 9. The feels like is 18. A winter storm warning starts at 3 tomorrow. Probably could wait until 6 because I don't expect anything until that time. But this area could see substantial snow. Notice there's a winter storm watch for most of Iowa. The National Weather Service in Des Moines is going to wait until tomorrow morning to decide if they're going to go for an advisory or a warning. But I believe much of the area will get between 4 and 7 inches of snow from Thursday evening through Friday morning. And it still looks like maybe some slightly heavier totals for some of southeast Nebraska, southwest Iowa, and also northwest Missouri. It's 31 in Plattsmouth. It's 17 in Tacoma, where skies have cleared up a little bit now in Columbus and Norfolk. Temperatures there at 23 and 25. Just starting to pick up this northwest breeze that's allowing temperatures to fall. Of course, with snow-covered ground, and if skies clear, you know the temperatures are going to plunge as long as the winds aren't too strong. Radar is now pretty quiet. What's left of the snow that we had this evening is over here in Audubon County and over into Cass County of Iowa, but edging away, and the back edge of the clouds moving out now of the Omaha metro area here. So with ½ an inch to an inch, but it did cause big problems for this evening's rush hour. A much heavier snow comes down Thursday and Friday, but it looks like it waits until after tomorrow evening's drive, and then that severe cold Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Here's the 12-hour. Partly cloudy skies, temperature settling back into the mid-teens, though it should be dry for the morning, a little better for the morning commute. Back to you.
All right, Bill, thanks. And it was downright frigid on the debate stage tonight as Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley face off in Des Moines.
It's the final time before the Iowa caucus is now less than 5 days away.
KATV News Watch 7's Quinicia Fraser joins us live with highlights from Drake University. Quinicia.
Rob, Julie, former President Donald Trump skipped the debate. He still leads the polls with more than DeSantis and Haley combined. There was a fair amount of mudslinging toward him tonight and at President Biden. But for the most part, the candidates targeted each other on issues from immigration to the economy. Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley came out swinging Wednesday night.
That is not true.
Also in her comment, hold on one second, Governor.
They repeatedly accused the other of lying, whether it came to their stances on certain issues or past statements.
But every time he lies, Drake University, don't turn this into a drinking game because you will be overserved by the end of the night.
If she says she's never said something, that definitely means she said it. And then she'll say, you're lying, you're lying. That means not only did she say it, but she's on videotape saying it.
With less than 5 days out to the Iowa GOP caucuses, both candidates did all they could to appeal to Iowans and other Republican voters.
He should tell Iowans why he authored legislation to ban the renewable fuel standard that's so important to Iowans' economy, and the fact that he co-sponsored 5 different pieces of legislation to get rid of it.
The candidates also criticized former President Trump, who chose not to take the stage at Drake University.
I don't think that President Trump is the right president to go forward. I think it's time for a new generational leader that's going to go and make America proud again. That's what I'm going to try and do.
I appreciated what President Trump did, but let's just be honest. He said he was going to build a wall and have Mexico pay for it. He did not deliver that.
And with a record number of migrants crossing the southern border, Haley and DeSantis both promised to reverse what they see as President Biden's missteps.
We need to defund sanctuary cities once and for all. No more safe havens for illegal immigrants.
It's like the lowest cost way to be able to harm this country. Just send people across the southern border.